The Voltigeurs from Drummondville, Quebec.
Well, like you said, the regiment have been red hot on home soil. 7 straight wins for them. They've also been red hot against teams that haven't been the Moncton Wildcats. They're on an absolute heater right now. They won 3 straight. They lost to Moncton. Then they won 4 straight, lost to Moncton. Then they had 2 in a row, lost to Moncton. The last time they lost to a team that wasn't the Wildcats was December 14th, so over a month ago. And if you want to get a dad joke in there, you could say a year ago they lost to a team that wasn't the Moncton Wildcats.
It's a ways back, but that's when they were still the Acadie Panthers Titan, right? Well, you're right. The regiment are going good, though. I mean, 8-2 in their past 10, the same as Moncton. And like you said, one of the loss and the ugly one, the 9-2 loss earlier this month. That's old news now. But yeah, this is it's a dogfight, man, to say the least. Looking how tight it is in the West and the East. I mean, there's so many teams. You've got Drummondville, Blainville, Brosby-Ann, Rwanda, and Shawinigan, all separated by a mere 3 points. That's it. And they've all played relatively the same amount of games. There's a couple of those teams got a game in hand. That's it. But it is tight, to say the least. In the East, Chicoutimi with 67, Moncton second with 61, and the regiment going into game 43 with 22 games left. 21 after tonight with a record of 24, 16, 1-1 for 50 points. They're one up on the Cape Breton Eagles. They have a game in hand. The Eagles sitting with 49, and then it's Quebec, Charlottetown with 48. And the Halifax Mooseheads in 7th as we speak with 42 points. Busy schedule tonight, too, in the queue with Drummondville here, Cape Breton hosting Halifax, Sherbrooke's at Charlottetown, and in Baie-Comeau, it'll be Piaggio Jr. Daniele, Matthias Saint-Gelais, Lyndon Larson, former regiment, taking on those Moncton Wildcats. So my dear friend Marty Kingston up there on the shore of Quebec, way up in Baie-Comeau. And the only other game tonight is out of division, Blainville Boisbriand hosting Rouen-Noranda. So a busy 5-game sked in the Quebec Maritime Junior Hockey League on this Thursday evening. Regiment still being led, of course, by their captain, Justin LaRose, who Seth sang his praises just a little bit earlier there. What a season for the former Voltigeur. Of course, 42 games so far. Justin LaRose, 24 goals, 38 assists for 62 points, and 36 minutes in penalties as well. Puts him in amongst the top 3 in penalty minutes on the regiment team. That may seem a bit odd for the captain and the leading scorer, but it's a fact. He only trails Dawson Sharkey, who leads the regiment in penalty minutes with 69. Liam Arsenault is 52. And then, of course, the aforementioned Justin LaRose with 36 minutes in PIMS. Actually, that puts him fourth. Seth Alexis Mathieu has 49 minutes in penalties. So he's in the top 4. Number 1 in scoring and top 4 in badness going to the sin bin. And I say that tongue in cheek. Some penalties are bad, some are good. For the most part, the regiment, who take a lot of penalties, I think they're going to need to stay out of the box in this series here, Seth. That might be an understatement, but it's just a gut feeling that they don't want to give this very skilled team any other opportunities. They're very good 5-on-5, and they play with some physicality as well. So this is a big measuring stick series for the young Newfoundland Regiment Hockey Club. Little different look as far as the officials go tonight for this 2-game series. We only have one local involved in the refereeing. duties for the first of two. The referees tonight are number 40, Nicolas Comtois, and number 37, Simone Tartre. The linesmen are the local, the veteran, number 51, Mark Day, joined by number 95, Maxime Montgeon. Those are some new names, Comtois, Tartre, and Montgeon, new to the Mary Brown Center. I hope they are good at what they do and they let the teams play. That's all we can ask for. That's all I got, Seth.
Well, both teams taking the ice here for a huge Thursday game at the Mary Brown Center. This is going to be a really, really exciting game of hockey. Drummondville, such a great team this season. If you look at their points, they don't really have a star player on their team, but rather just a bunch of good ones.
Oh, yeah. And they do have that. Check out their stats. They have got at least 7 or 8 guys in double digits for goals.
They have 6 players over 30 points as well, which is really, really good.
Yeah. And most of it comes 5-on-5 set. So the regiment who have been so much better 5-on-5 lately, of course, in one of the top power plays in the entire Quebec Maritime Junior Hockey League. 5-on-5 is where you want to play your best hockey, 5-on-5, boys, and good things can come of it. And confidence starts with your netminder, and Louis-Antoine Deneau is one confident young man.
Absolutely.
And he's a great goalie, to say the least.
In the performance of the O2 Newfoundland and O Canada.
When sun rays crown thy pine-clad hills and summer spreads her hand, when silver voices to thy ears, we love thee, smiling land. We love thee, we love thee, we love thee, smiling land. As loved our Father, so we love, where once they stood we stand. Their prayer we raise to heaven above, God guard thee, Newfoundland. God guard thee, God guard thee, God guard thee, Newfoundland. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all us command. Quand on crosse porter le pays, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire n'est qu'une épopée, tes plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Well, it's time to meet the starting netminders of tonight's matchup. Jan Laris in between the pipes for the Drummondville Voltigeurs, and what a season he has had so far. 15-5-1 with 1 shutout, a 2.99 goals against average, and a .904 save percentage. At the other end of the ice, Deneau the denier, Louis-Antoine Deneau, 2 starts at the Mary Brown Center, only 2 goals allowed. The 6'8" goaltender in street clothes in between the pipes for the regiment for the 3rd time at the Mary Brown's Center. Will he continue the trend that he has had of being amazing here in this building? A 2.67 goals against average and a .915 save percentage.
Well, let me tell you, confidence is something that you got to have. He's got plenty of it. Not cocky, but very confident in his abilities. And every hockey club in the world wants a confident goaltender.
Well, here we go.
Yep.
About to get underway on another Thursday night at the Mary Brown Center. My name is Seth Hyde, alongside Brian Rogers, your inaugural voices of the Newfoundland Regiment in their inaugural season in the beautiful city of St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. As Dawson Sharkey will flip it out. Belanger gloves it down. He goes to work. Gives it to Justin LaRose with a quick shot high and wide over the goal. Comes right around the boards again for Belanger. It's the captain and St. John's native Matteo Rotundi out on the ice for the Drummondville Voltigeurs. As it goes down for Will Reynolds. Great pick and roll play from him to get it to LaRose. He's got to be fired up for this game here tonight. His 300th career QMJHL game tonight as well against his former team, for those of you who missed that in the pregame. Passed up ice. Levesque couldn't get the puck. Moved over to Noah Laberge. Back to Mathieu, to Laberge once again. Noah Laberge hands it off to Tyson Gauguin, who flips this high and in. He's brought down.
Interference right there.
Regiment bench looked for an interference call, as well as Raj up here in the booth. As there's a shot deflected up high and wide as Danacek tying up Baudry. Now Levesque clearing it out to Poulin. Lost the puck. Baudry will reset, giving it to Rotundi. Gave that away to Marek Danacek, who dumps this in deep. Laris coming out of his net to play it. Nice calm play by Baudry as he moves it to Levesque. Cutting back and giving it to Bork. An arid pass, but it comes back to Levesque in a 2-on-1. Levesque coming in and shooting, and Deneau getting a piece of that, it looked like, with his blocker there. As the regiment's third line looking to make something happen, Arsenault forced to pass it back into his own end as Noah Laberge grabs a hold of the puck. Laberge, one of the calmest players out on the ice, the native of Saint-Bruno de Montarville in Quebec. Just announced his commitment to Northeastern University for next season, NCAA Division I. So congratulations to him. This is passed up the ice. Lafon couldn't get the puck as Reynolds is going to wire it back into the corner, and here's Ben Vitch, another native of St. John's, coming in. Now Ryan Dwyer back to Quinn Norman. All three Newfoundlanders touching the ice now here, Rotundi, Vitch, and Norman. As it's Ronson who passes this ahead to Bork. Played off the glass and out to center. Ben Vitch tapping it off the boards. Now it's Pilgrim Edwards. He's got some room. Pilgrim Edwards with a shot just wide to the left-hand side. Good look from the fourth line, the identity line, who was really good last weekend, Raj.
Were they ever? And what a difference that makes, too, to have four lines that you can roll and know that all of your guys can put the puck in the net. That's huge. And that's brilliant on behalf of the GM and head coach Gord Dwyer. Be able to piece this all together. And this hockey club believing in themselves. And, boy, this is a big statement series here against a very good team. So far, so good, looking like they're in control of themselves.
Here's Boudreau passing it in. It's Hugo Dufour taking it behind the net. Moving it out to the blue line to Rotundi, who backhands it in. Twisting away is Boudreau. Trying to throw it in on goal. Comes out for Drolet. Now to the point to Baudry as it's blocked by Pilgrim Edwards, and he will get the clear, and it's Ben Vitch and Louis-Francois Belanger. Vitch across the top. The shot is blocked on its way to the cage, and it hits the netting and is deemed out of play. Ben Vitch still the only player from Newfoundland and Labrador to score here at the Mary Brown Center this season. Out of all the visitors we've had that are natives of Newfoundland, he is still the only one that has found the back of the net here.
That's a cool stat, and let's keep it that way. No offense, the boys are coming home to their hometown and their home province, so can't wish them well. Hope they play well, but we don't want to see them coming out of here feeling real good about themselves. That means they'd be winning.
Passed up the middle to Dumont. Squeezes out of the zone as Tassé is going to lift it in. Laberge back over to Mathieu. Ooh, nearly an errant pass up the middle, but it's Justin LaRose to Dawson Sharkey. Shoots off the crossbar! Oh, what a shot by number 81. Nearly finding the back of the net. Here's LaRose. Gave that away. Trying everything to keep it in. Just lost it as it's flipped ahead to Dumont. Going into the corner, Laberge checking his shoulders. Now he gives it to Mathieu. Up to center. Redirected by Sharkey. Kovalchik will restart with the puck. He'll leave it for Cooper Campbell. Back to Kovalchik once again. Playing it up to Jesse Alicia. Back out to Kovalchik. Moving it over to Campbell at the red line. He'll dump it in. Just wide of the net as Laberge gave that away to Levesque. Back around from Eric Danicek. Michaud open on the far side. Tried to find him. Kovalchik will pick that pass off. It's Poulin with the backhander in on goal right up through the middle and just wide. Out to the point. A shot tipped and Deneau will make the save. Poulin trying to get it. Now it comes out for Michaud, and they will get the clearance and some breathing room here as Alicia will drop it back to Campbell. Now Kovalchik off the boards to Alicia once again. Bringing it in, goes to ground. Back out for Levesque. Swung around the boards, Emile Perron. Got the puck for a second, but Bourque will backhand it out to the point to Rotundi, who puts it on, deflected into the near corner. Michaud will get the clearance, and it didn't look like it took a deflection off the stick of Danicek, as it's an icing call against the Regiment. Still yet to register a shot on goal, and this line is pretty tired, Raj. They've been out here for a while.
Yeah, they're playing well, though, sad to say the least. 5:26 gone here in the opening period, no score. 2 shots on goal by the Voltigeurs. Louis-Antoine Deneau has had no problem with whatsoever.
Comes out to Michaud. Can the second line get a change here? They'll get it to center. Gauguin will take a step in, staying onside. He sends that one into the corner. Full line change for the Regiment as Beaudry takes flight. Matteo Rotundi at the red line trying to dump it in. It took a weird bounce and nearly went right to Dominic Palat. Now it's Maddox Marmolak taking flight. Dominic Palat's going to the net alongside him. He backhanded it on. And a stop by Laris. A good look from Maddox Marmolak, who I ran into at Tommy Gunn's barbershop on Tuesday. So he got a fresh haircut, and he nearly had a goal.
Yep, great player, good wheels. And I like what he did right there. I mean, hey, any puck on the net's a good puck. Now the netminder, Larry's, of course, sharp as a knife. But that was a good heads-up play by Maddox Marmolak.
Owen Keefe gets the puck on his forehand. In the far corner, he twists away in his own end. Gave that up the middle, ended up working out for him as it's Quinn Norman. Delayed offsides against the Voltigeurs. They are going to get called for it, as it was Drolet coming in after the puck. And can you believe it? We already have our first time out of this game.
Yep.
This has flown by.
It is flying, and so 7:14. Quiet Thursday night. We were here a week ago on a Thursday as well. It was pretty quiet, but it was good, decent hockey. Of course, the Regiment sweeping the Rimouski Oceanic on home ice, 5-1 and 8-4. But the Thursday night was really quiet in here, hopefully. And it's student night, too. I think, isn't it a buck beer, buck hot dogs or something? So get them in ya, and let's get noisy. And on the other side of the coin, the players need to generate that, give the fans something to cheer about. So far, playing well.
Well, expecting 4,000 and change at the game here tonight. We're expecting over 5,000 tomorrow night. 2 huge games here. And you got to think the junior high and high school kids, not very many of them out here tonight because exams are next week for most schools, myself included. I have my Sciences Humaines here with me.
Yes, and good for you. Your education should be right at the top of your ledger, and I know it is, and that's a good thing.
That was just an Avalon Celtic that won the Booster Juice gift card just then. He'll be able to go get himself a mango hurricane smoothie.
Sounds like somebody who's been there before.
Oh, I love Booster Juice. There's a shot from the point denied by Laris as Maddox Marmalak looks to get the puck back. Now Arsenault attempts to backhand it in. Poked ahead to Lafond as he'll move it to Bourque. Bourque with speed coming across the top. A shot on Deneau, and he makes the save. Raj, this Drummondville team is an experienced one. Lots of players on this squad are QMJHL champions. They won with the team in 2024 when Riley Mercer was their starting goaltender.
Yeah, that's right, from Bay Roberts, Newfoundland Labrador. Ronnie Curley in the Minnesota Wild organization. He's playing down in Iowa.
That's
in
right.
The ECHL.
Yeah, in the Minnesota Wild organization and the Iowa Heartlanders. And I actually think he's got a couple games with the Iowa Wild this year as well.
He has in the American Hockey League.
Here's Quinn Norman. Gets the puck, moves it to Ben Vitch, and here they come. Vitch with Pilgrim. Edwards going to the net, and it gets away from him.
Nice try. Good read.
Back down for Norman, and this is going to be an icing call there. That's one you had to get the sweepers out for. 12:51 to go in the first period. Scoreless. Shots on goal 3-2 in favor of the visiting Voltigeurs at the Mary Brown Center on a Thursday night in January. Seth Hyde and Brian Rogers on the call. And can you believe after this weekend there's only 8 home games left here at the Mary Brown Center? It felt like last week we were here playing against the Moncton Wildcats.
And of course we know that is not reality, because the very first game of the season was way back on Thursday, the 18th of September in 2025. Hard to believe.
Time really does fly, especially when you're having fun. Here's Pilgrim Edwards. Quinn Norman. Back to Pilgrim Edwards, a quick shot. And Laris kicking the pad out to make the save. He's not going to be an easy goaltender to beat here tonight. Every goal is going to count in this game. Not saying it doesn't count in every other game, but these two goaltenders are absolutely incredible. So you got to score when you can in this one. And there's a big hit by Emile Perron.
Old-time hockey right there,
now
baby.
It comes out front, scores!
Oh, wow.
It's Poulin who roofs it into the top corner.
Wow.
The Voltigeurs striking first on this Thursday.
Great hit by Perron. Unfortunately, the regiment stopped after Emile laid out the hit, and the Voltigeurs did not. And that was a great shot, beating a big netminder. Quick release under the bar, and 1-0 for the visitors at 7:47 of the first period. 1-0 Drummondville.
Beautiful shot. Not much Louis-Antoine Deneau could do right there.
Nope. Now don't get despondent. It's only one goal. So far, so good. You've been looking like a confident hockey club, so keep moving your feet, doing the things that have resulted in 7 straight wins on home ice and 9-1, or 8-2, pardon me, in your last 10. Stay the course.
It's Belanger who gets pushed up against the boards. Comes out LaRose, trying to get it. Look for the touchdown pass right there. As it's moved ahead to Levesque. Dumping it in, Beaudry will let it go. Emile Perron gets the puck, plays it off the boards to Sharkey. They will get it out of the zone as it's backhanded in for Beaudry. Back over for Rotundi. Moving it ahead, it's redirected into the corner. Louis-Antoine Deneau will move it to Reynolds. Back for LaRose. Gave that away, couldn't bust the puck out of his own end there as Keefe moving it in, and a shot to the back door, nearly finding the intended target. And a big hit there behind the play. Was that LaRose that laid that? Keefe gave that away. Here they come with some gumption. It's an odd man rush. Gauguin, LaRose, and Michaud. LaRose shoots, and a save by Laris. His 4th stop of the evening, 11:05 to go. A 1-0 lead for the Voltigeurs.
Renaud Poulin with his 20th goal of the season. For the 1-0 lead. shot the puck like a 20-goal scorer, too. Roof Daddy.
Renaud Poulin also extended his point streak to 6 games now. He had 5 and 5, now he's got 6 and 6. And Raj, the chants from last week that remember the we want 7, we want 8, they're starting with what do we want, a goal, when do we want it now? So they're starting over again, and they might just get one right here. It's Michaud moving it over to Danacek. It got redirected. They're going to beat the icing, but the Voltigeurs are going to get there first. This is passed out to Dumont. Sends it in. It's Mathieu. Lost the puck. Kingsley Austin getting the puck. Where's number 12? Because that's the number his father wore when he played hockey. He gets the puck once again at the red line and dumps it in. Going to be picked up by Campbell. Moved over to Fogarty. Now Noah Laberge resetting in his own end. He gives it over to Mathieu. Looking rink wide for Marmelac. Broken up by Lafond. As it's dumped in for Laris. Laris lost it in front. And where is it? It's free in the crease. But the regiment couldn't find the back of the net. Oh, they almost got a very late Christmas gift right there. Now Palat look to throw it out to the front of the net once again. And here come the Voltigeurs getting out of their own end. Fogarty in the corner. Quinn Norman to Palat, and now away they go once again. Marmelac lost that puck, and now a chance for Lafond. Going down the side, stopping and shooting, and Deneau going to play it safe and cover it up with 9:23 to go.
Well, Seth, this is one hockey club that the regiment can ill afford to be making mistakes against, as Justin LaRose gets singled out for his 300th game in the Quebec Maritime Junior Hockey League. He's a beloved captain of this team and a wonderful young man on and off the ice. But back to my thought, this is a team that the regiment can ill afford to be turning pucks over to, because if it happens, they're going to be in for a rough go. And we've seen a little bit of it here as the Voltigeurs start to impose their will somewhat. A goal giving them the 1-0 lead. The assists on the Renaud Poulin tuck go to Lulevec and Jesse Alicia.
Well, I hate to take it away from the game, but Section 108, our rowdy section, started chanting just, and he gave them a wave, and now they're going crazy down there. They're the engine of the Mary Brown Center. They've been loud all year, and now they're getting a salute from the captain. I mean, it just keeps getting better for Section 108. Pilgrim Edwards tying it up on the boards. Campbell losing the puck as it comes around for Kovalchik. Flipping this down the ice. Here's Will Reynolds. Campbell lost his skate blade as he goes to the bench, sliding along the ice. There's Rollet to the front. Back to the point to Kovalchik. Now a shot through the crowd. Deneau making the save and forced to cover it up once again. The 8th shot against him he's seen in the first period.
Yep. Well, they're starting, like I said, imposing their will. They're a very good hockey club, and they're showing you why. Nothing real flashy-dashy, but steady as she comes, confident. They move the puck well, they skate well. And obviously they've got some big-time shooters, as Seth alluded to earlier. 6 20-goal scorers. Or pardon me, 6 players with over, what did you say?
30 points.
30 points, my bad. But they've got a number, and Renaud Poulin scored his 20th back at 7:47, less than a minute ago, and a 1-0 lead.
Perron moving this over to Dawson Sharkey. Shoots. Oh, what a shot, just wide of the net. LaRose trying to kick it loose. 8:25 to go in the first period of play. As Will Reynolds gets it back to Sharkey, who dumps it in. It's on the back of the net as the Voltigeurs will pick up the puck. LaRose tried to backhand it to the front of the goal. Intercepted by Alicia, who plays it up the middle. And now a chance with speed gunning down the right is Poulin, the lone goal scorer in the first period so far. Lost it to LaRose, now Sharkey.
Oh, high hit there from Rotundi.
And offsides, and the two captains and former teammates going at it there, LaRose and Rotundi. Sharkey down there as well, 7:57 to go.
It's a bit of a high hit there. There you go, right there on Sharkey. Maybe not as high as I thought it was. A different angle. That's just hockey. 7:57 remaining here in the first period. Man, is it flowing here. 1-0 Drummondville out shooting Newfoundland 8-4. No power play so far, so the refereeing tandem of Nicolas Comtois and Simon Tartare letting them play so far. There has been a few infractions, hockey infractions, but they haven't been called, so they're letting them play, and that's cool.
It's banked off the boards all the way down the ice, and it is going to go the full length for an icing call against the Voltigeurs. 7:43 to go in the first.
The linesman tonight, the local, number 51, veteran Mark Day, and number 95, Maxime Montgeon. So far, so good from this officiating crew. And a rapidly played first period. Low scoring tilt, 1-0 visitors.
It's Marek Danicek coming in to get the puck back for the Regiment. It goes into the corner as Gauguin tries to win it back. Now Michaud to Marek Danicek. Twisting away, holding onto the puck. He has it out high. Passes it across. A shot from the side, and it's denied by Laris. Comes around the boards. Can LaBerge keep the puck in? But the Voltigeurs are going to win the race. Heavy hustle by Dumont to get across. Here's Danicek with it once again at center. Oh my goodness, Marek Danicek with the shot. Laris with the save. Raj, he almost had another sparkling goal.
I love him. Absolutely love that young man. He is such a good young hockey player. Creative, headsy, quick, exciting. And I could probably come up with another 4 or 5 adjectives to describe the play of the young Czechia forward, Marek Danicek. We're happy and lucky to have him.
Palat has it down low. Fogarty laying the hit on Arsenault.
Vice versa.
It's Campbell who gets moving. Backhands it over to Kovalchik. Arsenault jumping right on that loose puck. Arsenault is in, throws it back to Palat. Tied up by Campbell. Now it's Bork.
It's offside.
Moving in, and an offsides call. And Reynolds giving him a whack there for the late shot.
Man, is it quiet in here. Jumping, Joes. Now, but look at this. Couple little minor hockey teams over there in section 117 and 118. 119, they're trying to get a little wave, little mini wave started with Buddy Jr. over there.
Yeah, it's the Paradise Minor Hockey. There's 2 Paradise Minor Hockey teams over there tonight. So I wonder if they're playing the game at the intermission. It's Rotundi.
Well, they're doing their part. Sorry, Seth.
No, all good.
We get another whistle anyways, but they're doing their part, trying to put some emotion into the building.
Well, the Drummondville Voltigeurs aren't only familiar with having Newfoundlanders on their team. They had the Mercer brothers, Dawson and Riley.
That's right, both of them played.
Of course, Matteo Rotundi out there right now.
Yeah.
But Gabriel Dumont, the former captain of the St. John's Ice Caps, also played his career with the Drummondville Voltigeurs.
Gabriel Dumont broke my heart in the last Ice Cap season when he scored in overtime. Yes, indeed, son of a gun. Dumont was a great captain, but he was a player that most teams hated to play against. You loved him on your side, you just didn't like to play against him.
Boudreau danced his way to the net right there. Luckily, Deneau was up to the task.
Yeah.
Our second timeout of the first period. It's still 1-0 Drummondville. 10-5 the shots on goal for the Voltigeurs.
Well, he's a dandy little player, but he just waltzed in there way too easily.
So the Regiment right now one of the hottest teams in the QMJHL. They're 8-2 in their last 10. The only two teams, or the only one team that's better than them is the Chicoutimi Saguenay, who are 9-1. The Moncton Wildcats are also 8-2.
Chicoutimi's won 5 straight.
Yeah, they've been really good, and the moves they made at the trade deadline, my goodness, I just combined both words then. Trade deadline were outstanding.
Well, they're going for it.
Yeah, they really improved their team. And then they went out and got Lucas Beckman when they already had Raphael Precourt in the net, so they got a dandy tandem in between the pipes as well.
And one of the only teams to beat them in their home rink so far this year, Newfoundland Regiment.
Yeah, the only team to beat them in regulation on home soil this season, still the Regiment. And that was all the way back in November 16th.
You and I did that game from the office, did we not?
We did. And that was a great game. They played really well that game.
They did.
It's Alicia who will dump it in. LaRose faking the rim around the boards there. Hauled down, couldn't poke the puck free. Alicia into the corner. Levesque tried to sneak it out to the front of the net. Belanger to Sharkey. Dumping this in, and LaRose can't get there in time. It's an icing call.
The boys seem to be a little crisper at the start of this game than they have been in the last 7 or 8 minutes or so. Can't get down. I mean, you're only losing 1-0. And you're skating with a very skilled team, and you're a skilled team, so play your game. They've also had a couple good looks, and Dawson Sharkey rang one off the goal post here too, so they could be even.
Laberge trying to push it loose. Comes down for Mathieu. Back out to the point to Keefe, who sends it into the corner. It's Noah Laberge. He couldn't clear the puck as it goes back down to Tassé. Into the corner for Beauson. Back out to Dawson Sharkey. He's going to flip this one out. Batted down by LaRose. Can he sneak through? And he just couldn't there. As Ronson put a big play on him, but LaRose gets it back, and it tried the toe drag release around the stick of Owen Ronson. As Dumont taking flight. Norman will get the clear. Michaud is going to get there first, and here they come. Alexis Michaud dancing in, and he tried to give it to the dancing man himself, Dancing Danny. Now Reynolds at the red line will swing it around the boards. Laris to Kovalchik. He's got the puck, swings it back for Bork. Moving it ahead for Fogarty. Carter Fogarty coming in.
Oh, come on!
And
Are
Reynolds
you kidding?
Is going to head to the box here with interference call against him.
What about the one that he missed in the first minute? He barely touched him.
So with exactly 4 minutes to go in the first period.
Come on, for goodness sakes alive. That was terrible. Good night. Now the hockey gods. No, I can't say it. I'll leave that alone. That's a bad call right there.
So the first power play of the night for the Voltigeurs. As they get going here, it's Beaudry moving it over to Levesque. Coming in and shooting, blocked by Mathieu. Back out to Alicia. To the point to Beaudry. Over for Levesque. Comes in, shoots. Another block by Mathieu with no stick. It's Tyson Gauguin.
What about interference there? Did you see that?
Gauguin with a beauty move, and he shoots it high and wide. As Arsenault on his horse trying to get back. Poulin dropping it all the way back to Baudry, and the Voltigeurs will try this again. Here's Alicia Levesque. Lafond into the corner for Pilgrim Edwards. Swings it around, but not out. Poulin had to deke around Alexis Mathieu's broken stick down there. Baudry, Levesque shoots, deflected just wide by Poulin, who's been a threat all game. Poulin throwing it back in front for Alicia, got away. They're going to keep it in as Baudry can't hold the line that time, as it's moved over to Levesque, who keeps it going to Poulin. To Levesque. Levesque dancing in with some room. He shoots, blocked by Laberge, and they can't clear. It almost bounced into their own goal right there. A close call, and now it's Blake Pilgrim Edwards and Ryan Dwyer. Pilgrim Edwards is in. What a save in net by Laris. A good look from the two Atlantic Canadian boys right there on the penalty kill. Oh, Raj, that was close.
Yeah, and you got to credit the Drummondville defender there, Seth, because he was able to keep Ryan Dwyer from being able to get separated from him to maybe take a receiving pass. But I think Blake Pilgrim Edwards did the right thing there. He got in, he had a good look, but he just couldn't beat the Drummondville netminder. But that was a good-looking scoring opportunity. If there's any justice here, and I'm sorry for getting a little wacky and chirping at Comtois for the soft call, but Liam Arsenault was clearly interfered with coming back up in a defensive posture. It's exactly the same hockey play, but it goes uncontested. So good chances, shorthanded though, but if there's any justice, 20 seconds from now, the Regiment will be back 5-a-side.
The Regiment have been very good shorthanded this season, and they're hoping to keep it that way here as the Voltigeurs get it back into their own end, as there is a shot blocked, and the Regiment are going to get it out and have a successful penalty kill here to start the night. As Arsenault, quick shot high and wide. A good look from him as Reynolds heads to the bench. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Kovalchik, a minute 50 to go. Shoots it on net, Deneau. Glove that away. Moved out to Fogarty. Dropping it back in. Thrown to the front, out to the point, a shot. Off the back wall, Dufour. Leaves it behind, Bélanger. Couldn't get it, it's Drolet now. Gets away. Drolet tried to throw it to the front of the goal. Noah Laberge is going to take it now. Flipping this one out. Regiment getting a quick change right there. Sharkey and LaRose and Bélanger, the full first line out there. And a tip right there to avoid the icing. Oh, a miscommunication.
Goodness.
It comes in front, and it's put wide of the net by Boudreau, but he's going to get it in the corner. Now Laberge. 2 against 1. I'm ticking down here for both teams through a quick first period of play. Kingsley Austin had to make sure the official's arm wasn't raised there before he jumped back into the plays. It's Sharkey. Shoots! Ooh. Oh, what a look by Sharkey. A save on the cage of Jan Laris. Beautiful stop from him. He's been great so far in this game.
Yep.
Here's Emile Perron now. He gets moving, and here they come. LaRose, Bélanger, and Perron. LaRose comes in, stops, waits, holds, shoots just wide. Bélanger going to pick it back up. He'll swing it around the boards, and the Regiment are going to have to reset with 20 seconds to go in the first period. Emile Perron. Next goal so important in this game, especially with these two stellar netminders in between the pipes. As it's LaRose who tried to pass it ahead. The Voltigeurs looking for one last rush here in the first. They're going to run out of time. And the final score after one is 1 for the Voltigeurs, none for the Regiment on the Thursday night in the Mary Brown Center.
Pretty good period of hockey. The guys held their own, had a couple good looks, didn't have much puck luck. Dawson Sharkey, though, with 2 great scoring chances, rang one off the iron. And the boys defended well against a very good team, but Seth, they're going to have to tidy up in their own end. That's where it starts. You're going to be nice and clean trying to get out of there. But hey, Not a bad period at all by any stretch of the imagination. 11-7 the shots. The only power play, a soft call by Comtois on Reynolds. On the interference that he missed 2, or maybe they both missed 2 on the Voltigeurs, or Jer, toward the Regiment Hockey Club. But no more damage done. And after 20 minutes of play, it's 1-0 Drummondville.
Face-off, last stick work. Whoops. He goes down. Stone goes for it. Cahill is going for it as well, trying to get that loose puck. Looks like the kill's going. That's swept away. Lucia, and that is it. Oh, yeah, he's right. Number 12 getting a goal at the Mary Brown Center. All right, Buddy Jr., a bit of a softie that you let in. Hopefully you'll pay attention for the next one. Number 17. Buddy Jr.'s goals against average is skyrocketing past 60 seconds. And now he's doing a play from the Buddy Jr. Buffett playbook. I'm not sure if this is allowed. That's a goal. And that leaves the net wide open. I don't think Buddy Jr. considered that when he raced down the ice. Great defensive play there. Buddy Jr. tries to get a little physical. Almost getting knocked on his tail feathers. Oh, nice defensive play from Kelly there. Kelly picking up the slack for Buddy Jr. Great defensive play still. That puck stays out and it's flicked away once again. Number 14, Kelly, showing how it's done. Buddy Jr., I don't know what, I've heard of the butterfly position. This is the wounded puffin position. Or is this the 20-minute workout Buddy position? Loose puck at center ice. Little pass, little wide. We'll get that puck back in play right now. Lockyer's looking for something. Kelly's got it. Bouncing around. Lockyer with a shot. Little wide for the net. Well played, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for the under 13B Northeast Eagles. Rumor has it first start of the game is Buddy Jr. What? What? I'm not quite sure that's the case. Hey, Northeast Eagles, come on over here for a second. Come on over here. Let's chat for a moment. All right, gather around, gather around. I need to know, how does it feel to skate on the same ice as the Newfoundland Regiment? What does Buddy Jr. have to do to improve his play? Be a better goalie. Yeah? What do you agree?
Yes.
Anything else? Do you have anything else covered? Maybe use a stick when he scores goals. There you go.
Get goalie gear?
Get goalie gear. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the end of 13B Northeast Eagles. Well done.
Happy birthday to the Berry Boys. Happy 22nd birthday to Nick Jones. Happy 30th birthday to Christian Greenland. Welcome under 13A Warriors and under 11 Paradise Vipers who participated in the pregame high five tunnel. Want your team to have a chance to high five the regiment? Contact tickets at nlregiment.com to book your high five experience today.
Good Life was built to empower and change Canadian lives. From supersets to hot yoga, this is where we thrive. Born here, built here. This is Canada's gym. Fans, digital province-wide Regiment 50/50 is now live at regiment5050.com. Jackpots have reached over $40,000 this season, and now's your chance to get in on the pot anywhere across Newfoundland and Labrador. Grab your tickets now at regiment5050.com.
In Newfoundland, hockey's more than a game. It's a community. And when it comes to community, Eastlink shows up. We're proud to back the regiment and proud to be your local mobile provider. Visit us at Yavalon Mall.
The QMJHL gets harder on FloHockey. Every game, every goal, every hit, all season long. FloHockey gives you access to the most live hockey anywhere. Watch your team, follow top prospects, and stay on top of all the action on the ice. Subscribe now to stream it all live on FloHockey. Are the perfect setting for businesses looking to entertain clients, reward employees, and connect with partners in a fun environment. We're looking for groups of 4 to 12 people interested in rentals for the remainder of the 2025-26 season. Contact corporate at nlregiment.com to secure your club level seats today.
What makes a place beautiful? Our news community, Kinsale Place, is located in the beautiful town of Logie Bay, Middle Cove, and Outer Cove. It's a place to grow up and a place to retire. Just minutes from St. John's, yet a world away.
Regiment Rewards, powered by FanSaves, is live now. Check out exciting promotions, discounts, and offers for our biggest supporters. Start saving today at nlregiment.com. Mary Brown's Watch and Win. When the regiment win at home, scan the code that will appear on the video board to claim 500 loyalty points on the Mary Brown's app. Be loud and cheer on your regiment to win.
Achieving the right image for your team should be simple. From Tuz workwear, PPE, corporate wear, to promotional products, you'll know exactly what you're getting. And when it comes time to put your logo on it, we got you covered. 37 Remington's Boulevard in Paradise.
Represent your regiment at the game and around town. Pick up the latest regiment merch at the store outside Section 101 or online anytime at nlregiment.shop.
Sitting isn't always peaceful. At Tommy Guns, we make sure it is. Find your peace at Tommy Guns.
Enter the key of path to the pro contest for a chance to practice scrubs. Tell us why your team's the one. We're ready to play.
Movement that inspires.
Fans, check out these upcoming events at Mary Brown Center, including Trooper and Kim Mitchell, the FMX World Tour, Celtic Woman, 3 Days Grace, the Australian Pink Floyd Show, Shenandoah, and more. Tickets are available at the box office and online at mbcenter.ca. Secure yours today. Fans, your local Mr. Lube Plus Tires has an offer you can't miss. This winter, when you get your tires or oil serviced, you'll get a free ticket to see the Newfoundland Regiment. This deal is only on for January and February, so drive into Mr. Lube Plus Tires today.
Leave me to
Well, welcome back to the Mary Brown Center for the second period of play. It was an all Voltigeurs first period. Voltigeurs getting one goal, and it was Renaud Poulin who roofed it into the top corner up over Louis-Antoine Deneau to give the Voltigeurs the lead and a lone goal in the first. The regiment, I haven't broke this line out in a long time, but they have to be a goldfish for that first period. I mean, I know it was pretty close, but just forget about it. It's 0-0. Let's start a new game here in the second.
You know, I don't know, I'm not going to disagree or agree with you. I just think that they didn't play that bad a first period. They had a couple looks. They just never had any puck luck. They had Blake Edwards, Pilgrim Edwards had that 2-on-1. Sharkey had a great look. Sharkey hit the post. I mean, they could have, you know, their goaltender made some big saves. Louis-Antoine looked solid in the regiment net. He had no chance on the goal that was scored. A 20-goal scorer scored his 20th goal, and he scored it on a great shot. So my only complaint in the first was, and not to get on the officiating, but they called a really soft interference on Will Reynolds when the same play happened 2 or 3 times committed by the Drummondville Hockey Club against the regiment, but it went uncontested. That was my only beef. And the boys killed it off successfully, but they got to stay out of the box. They can ill afford to give this team too many golden opportunities. They create enough on their own set. 5 on 5, they're very, very good. But so are the regiment. Now with a call of the second, here's Seth Hyde.
Well, back in action here, period number 2, and color commentator Brian Rogers alongside me up here in the broadcast booth. Boisson moved it ahead. A swipe at the puck will result in an early icing call. 21 seconds into the second period, 19:39 to go. A lot of 05s in the crowd here for this game to see Matteo Rotundi play. Ran into Brady Walsh, a former player of the O'Neill Nissan Growlers. He was on one of the most talented hockey lines I have ever seen in my life. Matthew Butler, who of course is on the Charlottetown Islanders. Regan Hiscock, who played for the Grizzlies in the BCHL.
Yep.
And Brady Walsh. Those three were absolutely unbelievable. The best hockey line I've ever seen in my life. They were so good. Every time they were out on the ice, they just dominated. And Brady Walsh and Regan Hiscock put the O'Donnell Patriots on their back that season and took them to a 3rd straight Beaumont Hamel Centennial Cup. They were just an unbelievable duo. And then throw Matty Butler in when you're playing O'Neill Nissan Growlers, and that was just the cherry on top.
Regan Hiscock with the Cornell Redmond.
Yeah, that's
CAA
right.
hockey. My dear friend Grady Wittenberg, the former voice of the Binghamton Senators, calling the action down in Cornell. That was supposed to be my place of destiny as a youngster, playing hockey in Halifax, but I never got there, Seth. That's where I was supposed to go, in Ithaca, New York, and that's where Regan Hiscock is. I know his father, Jim, very well, an old teammate of mine, and Jimmy Hiscock was a great hockey player in the Junior Hockey League. And I know his mother, Kelly, as well. Kelly and Jim, dear friends, very proud of their children, and Regan's doing really well down in Ithaca, New York.
It's Bélanger who gets it to Laberge. Now Justin LaRose. Back to Laberge, to Mathieu. Plays this out to center, coughed up. And the Voltigeurs are going to tap this off the boards as it's Laberge, who swings it back around. Moved up to Bélanger. Hot start to the second period for the regiment first line. They could cap it off nicely. Oh, and the bounce almost found its way into the back of the net.
Yeah, and it would have been Rosie too, probably. It would have been his 25th. Still searching for it. I think I snake bit him there, mentioning it last week, Seth. Shouldn't have said anything.
We'll hopefully break the commentator's curse here tonight as
yeah.
An offsides call against the Voltigeurs.
Oh, my. I don't want those folks at home on Flow Sports or on Mixler having to curse at the commentator, the color commentator. That'd be me. I have to behave myself. Allowing you to do your thing, and you're doing it beautifully, I might add. 1-0. Drummondville out shooting Newfoundland 13-8. 2:10 into the second period on this Thursday night, the 22nd of January.
It's Keefe who tries to dump it in. Boudreau is going to step in and do the job for him. As Deneau was just about to stick handle that down the ice like he was Patrick Waugh in the Madison Square Garden back in the '97 season when he spun around Wayne Gretzky. There's Quinn Norman to Tyson Gauguin. Now Will Reynolds taking over. He's going to lob this one down the ice. Oh, it nearly got through for Danacek. Great play by Reynolds as this comes out. Quinn Norman's going to keep it in. It's Norman with the pass across, denied by Ronson, who was diving like Superman across the ice. Now Danacek holding onto the puck. What a pass to Quinn Norman. Twisting and turning away. It's Danacek with it again, covering for Will Reynolds. He's brought down. That could be 4 minutes. Oh, it's just going to be a trip here as Danacek is slow to get to his feet. Dufour heading to the box.
Little boy, Quinn, how to get involved and go to your teammate's side, son.
It'll be interesting. Here's the replay on the screen. It'll be interesting to see if they look for a knee here. Because if it was, it would be 4 minutes, but I don't think they will.
I think it's just a 2-minute interference penalty, or did they call it something else?
I think it's tripping call.
Oh, I was going to say, because missing 3 other interferences, but only calling 1, so it couldn't have been interference. Sylvain Pavreau, the head coach of Drummondville, the former Halifax Mooseheads bench boss, having a discussion with the referee Comtois. So a first power play for the Newfoundland Regiment, trailing 1-0, and an opportunity here to get on even terms, and they've had a couple real good looks despite only having the 8 shots on goal. They've hit a post as well.
Here's LaRose out to LaBerge, waiting. Back to LaRose. Sharkey with the shot on a big save by Laris.
Laris got Sharkey's number. That's 2 saves and a goal post.
Now it's LaBerge. LaRose down to Sharkey. Lost it. Danacek stepping in. Sharkey. LaRose shoots, and it got off the side of the blocker and hit the side of the net, and everybody thought that went in.
It's going to have to be greasy, I think, Seth. Maybe off an arse or something like that.
Moved down to Belanger. Lost the puck, cleared by the Voltigeurs all the way down the ice. Now here's LaRose. Belanger is there. LaRose, beauty pass. Dawson Sharkey deking around the broken stick and sneaking to the front of the net. Oh, he wants a goal so bad here tonight, Raj.
Yeah, he's going to score soon.
He's been playing so well in this game so far. He's been a bright light for the Regiment in this one. As it's Danacek. LaRose. He's got the puck now at the top of the circle. LaRose now at the blue line, now to the near circle. Now he's going to take it downstairs. LaRose back out high for Danacek.
Somebody get to the net.
LaBerge. Danacek with the shot. Oh, deflected on net and gloved down by Jan Laris to make the save. But a good-looking power play for the Regiment right there.
Yep.
And the second unit going to come out and try their luck. And there was the near miss by Belanger that set off the cannon and the lights here at the Mary Brown Center. It's Quinn Norman. Over to Michaud. Stepping, shooting, blocked by Beaudry. Back out to Norman. Marmalak calling for the puck. Back down to Vitch. Getting hit. Gauguin will move it out high. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Marmalak with a shot, and it's absorbed by Laris. And now Buddy the Puffin getting a chant down, and you guessed it, section 108. I love that section. I've talked about it so much the last 3 games, but they've really been awesome in this arena. And we always talk about it being quiet, but 108 tries to keep it as loud as possible.
Yeah, I don't like to talk about it being quiet. I can guarantee you that. I just pointed out when it is.
That one is
Whoops.
flipped. It
Almost
hit
got
off the glass and
Aaron Small.
hit off the glass and went out of play. If it didn't hit the bench glass right there, that would have been a delay of game penalty. And luckily, Aaron Small is okay down there.
He's smiling, so he should be okay.
Aaron Small.
I think the young athletic therapist for Drummondville, the young gal, was a little frightful there too.
Norman with the shot, it's denied. As we're back to even strength. Michaud will keep it in. Vitch is all alone in front. Oh, and a great play by Rotundi, but he's going to take a penalty. Great job by Ben Vitch, but that's a penalty you have to take if you're Matteo Rotundi right there in front of the net. And the captain heading to the box with his family in the crowd.
So where did this young fellow play? Did he play in the U18?
He was a St. John's cap, and he went away at a young age. He did not play in the U18, but his twin brother, Luca Rotundi, played for the O'Neill Nissan Growlers at the start of the 2021-2022 season. Only played half the season with them, and also played with the Holy Heart Highlanders. It's Danicek to Belanger. The puck is going to get out, and it's a shorthanded chance for Poulin. Still the lone goal scorer in the game, and he's looking for another, but LaBerge gets back and makes a big play. Here's LaRose now having to deke out the official. Dropping it back, and a double hit there by Poulin. As Poulin's fourth year with the Voltigeurs, won a title with them in 2024, as it's going to be flipped right back out once again. Polar opposite of their first power play that they had in this game. As Danicek's going to drop it back to LaBerge.
Go with it.
Over to Belanger. LaBerge. Over to Sharkey. Lets it go to Danicek. Sharkey, Belanger sneaking out in front. A deflected shot is denied by Laris. Moved over to LaBerge. Sharkey's down low. He works it out high. A shot, the rebound poked away. And the Voltigeurs can't clear. LaRose stepping in. Moving it across. It's Danicek looking for the open lane. A big block by Drolet. Belanger tying up the stick. Sharkey down there to help out his teammate. Belanger going to pick it up. Has a look. Gives it to LaBerge. Danicek. Oh, what a stop by Laris once again. Danicek trying everything to keep it in. The Voltigeurs are going to clear. It's Drolet who will get that one out. A couple of great looks there from the Regiment after a tough start to the power play, but it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish.
Yep.
It's LaRose getting tied up. An arid pass. Poulin getting it at the red line. Dumps it into the corner. Marmelac is going to take the puck. The second unit now out for the Regiment with 10 seconds to go on the power play. It looks like it will be another successful kill for the Voltigeurs. Nearly a beauty pass for Michaud. Swings it around for Gauguin. Couldn't keep it in. Rotundi getting out of the box.
Oh.
It's a 3-on-1. Rotundi backhanding it through, and it's Quinn Norman, the youngest player in the QMJHL, making a veteran play right there. Kovalsik, beautiful kick out of the zone. Norman once again coming up tall. Brought down by Boudreau. Twisting back. Boudreau still twisting away.
Quinn.
A little Newfoundlander sandwich right there. Vitch and Norman working together.
It had to be bologna and mustard somewhere.
Now it's back for Norman once again. Quinn Norman flipping it up the middle.
That hit a stick.
Laris came out of his net to play it as it's backhanded in by Michaud, almost on the tape of Marmelac. Here's Reynolds. Over to Mathieu. Mathieu coming in on net. Holding on, and he backhands it on goal. Broken up. And up the other way come the Voltigeurs. They haven't had much in this second period so far. Don't want to talk too soon, but the Regiment have had a really great second period of play, and it helps when you've had two power plays, but they really have been a new team as we get our first time out.
8:27 gone in a rapidly played second period, I might add. Back-to-back power plays. Good-looking. First one was really good. And Laris just proving to be too tough to beat. And the second one not as good, but still not too shabby. I mean, Regiment specialty teams have been pretty solid for the most part all season long. Power play is up on the top of the Quebec Maritime Junior Hockey League, in amongst there, and the penalty killing's been pretty good too. Better now than it was earlier in the season. Specialty teams playing a big part, but man, when you're a good hockey club, 5-on-5, and you put pucks in the net playing as a collective group, that's when it's even better. So as we wrap up this timeout, the shot clock now reading 16 to 14 in favor of Newfoundland, who rode shot 11-7 in the opening period. So 9 shots already on Jan Laris, number 65, between the pipes for Drummondville. And he's looking really, really calm and collected as well back there. Much the same as our big guy, Tiny. Now, that's not a good nickname for a guy who's 6'8" in civvies and 6'10" on skates, although I have called him Tiny a few times.
Well, Pilgrim Edwards making a big play right there as it comes over to Bork. Passing this in deep. Lafon getting the puck, gave it away as Dwyer tries to clear. Lafon going to get it again, passes it out to Bork. He shot that just wide of the net.
Get it out of there. Here we go.
Here's Ryan Dwyer. Coming in, sends it around. Liam Arsenault. Down low for Pilgrim Edwards. Taking a couple whacks at the puck. Keefe, oh, what a beautiful pass. Fogarty at the blue line is going to dump it in. Emile Perron pushing it through. It comes out to the blue line. Back to Campbell. Quick shot. Deneau making the save. Back down to Lafon. Out to Campbell. Bobbled puck makes him reset. As he twists away with the puck, he's going to flip it into the far corner. As Arsenault and Pilgrim Edwards hop off. Gauguin and Danacek and Michaud all out here for the Regiment. Danacek gonna fake the takeaway there. Perron tried to give it to him. Couldn't get it to him as Tassé dumps it to Basson. Basson to the point to Campbell. Faking, taking, blocked by Danacek. Tried to give it to Gauguin. Once again, another arid pass will get away as it's dumped in deep. Deneau coming out of his net to give it a push. Here's Emile Perron, back to Will Reynolds once again. Passed up the gut for Tyson Gauguin. Flipping it in, a weird bounce comes to Kovalchik. Back up ice comes the Voltigeurs.
It's offside.
Got some room, but an offsides call against William Dumont.
Sorry, but
27 to go in the second. 1-0 lead for the Voltigeurs. 16-15 shots on goal in favor of the Regiment. Second period has haunted them all season, and the last 4 or 5 games at home, the second period has been their best period.
Yeah, I think and it's good to point it out because it was troublesome early in the season. They cleaned it up pretty good. Of course, we had a 6-goal uprising last week in the second period against Rimouski, but it's a whole different animal in town in this series.
It's Rotundi into the corner. Mathieu getting hit. Comes out as Kingsley Austin goes up to lay the body. Boudreau, oh, that's beautiful stick from Belanger. Will get the clearance. Lost in the feet of Rotundi as he laid the hit on LaRose. Moved over to the outside. Mathieu chips this off the boards. Belanger to Kingsley Austin. Moving it back. It's Mathieu behind his own goal. He gets moving to the red line, and he's going to swing it right around the boards. Good look from him to Justin LaRose. Now Sharkey dancing through. LaRose, beauty pass. Oh, what a shot. Just high and wide. A howitzer off the stick of Belanger. As he lays the body on the boards, it's Rotundi who lifts it ahead to Poulin. Still the only goal in this game coming off the stick of Poulin in the first period. as he plays this one right around. It's Keefe getting tied up by Palat. It's Alicia jumping out and shooting just wide of the net.
Oh, he's gone.
Now Reynolds over to Palat. Stopping. Palat at the blue line. A pass off the skate of Levesque. Emile Perron up the middle. Marmalak getting the redirection. Keefe will move it off the boards. Passed ahead to Poulain. Getting away from him. And it goes all the way down the ice for an icing call. And two of the leading point scorers just out on the ice for their respective teams, Justin LaRose and Jesse Alicia. Jesse Alicia has 15 points in his last 10 games.
He had an assist in the first period.
To make that 16 in his last 11. He played for the Mid-Fairfield Rangers, and actually Antoine Pou's billet brother, Seth Broderick, played against the Mid-Fairfield Rangers last season in the Boston Fall Classic for the Boston Junior Eagles. And Mid-Fairfield always puts together a great hockey team. They played really well in that Boston Fall Classic last year. And they, of course, produced Jesse Alicia as well.
Nice. Well, I mean, let's face it, the greater Boston area is a hockey hotbed, and it has been for quite some time. You can thank Hockey East for the insurgents. There's always been a lot of really good American players coming out of the greater Boston area.
Boston just a sports haven in North America. And their Patriots are doing well again as Drake May looks to bring the glory back to New England. Swung out for Fogarty. Tried to put it to the front of the net. Popping out to the point now. Thrown down to Fogarty. Fogarty twisting away. He's pinned up against the boards by Noah LaBerge. Comes out for Bork as Marmalak moves it to Quinn Norman. Resets behind his own goal. Shots on goal are still 16 to 15 in the second period. We haven't seen very many in the last couple of minutes since the timeout.
Well, it's tight set. It almost feels like a playoff game.
Absolutely. As Vitch puts it to Dwyer. Lost that one. Fogarty at the red line throws it on goal for Deneau, and he's going to play it as he gives it to LaBerge. Oh, Pilgrim Edwards just avoiding the hit right there. It's a 2-on-2. Dwyer and Vitch. And that gets away from Ryan Dwyer as he's going to dump the puck in. Owen Keefe up the middle. Beauson with a beautiful pass. Dumont taking flight. Gave it to the trailer, which was Tassé. As it comes out to Keefe, gets away from him. And resetting in his own end is Ronson.
It's offside.
Beauson. Delayed offsides against him. Ryan Dwyer. Resetting with the puck. Passes it up the middle for Pilgrim Edwards. It looked like it went under his stick. An icing call with 5:48 to go on the second. 1-0 still for the Voltigeurs, second timeout of the second.
Yeah, not much going on, Seth, but that's it. When you got two good teams that are trying to stay within their structure and play the game the right way, trying to play a good solid 60 minutes. You know what, so far, it's been a pretty good hockey game, and there's not a great deal of earth-shattering things going on, but it's moving, being well played, pretty well officiated. 3 power plays in this game so far. And a tight one between two good hockey teams. 1-0. Shots are 9-4 in favor of the Regiment here in the second. A lot of that was predicated on back-to-back power plays here in the middle stanza.
You are incorrect. Mariel Newton needs 100 points. Back to 83-84.
On a round town scoring update, the Charlottetown Islanders leading the Sherbrooke Phoenix by a score of 2-1. The Cape Breton Eagles leading the Halifax Mooseheads 2-0 right now. And of course the Voltigeurs right now leading the Regiment 1-0.
Billy Hart from Coast 101.1 in-house host tonight, doing his thing with the Paradise Warriors.
And your partner during the Canada Summer Games as well.
Yes, indeed. And your partner was Matthew Little from Pictou County, Nova Scotia. So we had the only Newfoundlander amongst the four of us was the one, the only, Seth Hyde.
Well, you and
Three
and
Blue
Bill
Nosers.
Bill, and Matt are all honorary Newfoundlanders.
Well, yeah, I
for
consider
sure.
myself one now. I don't know about honorary, but I certainly feel.
Oh, you are one.
Well, my wife's from Labrador, and that's where I started my radio career in Happy Valley Goose Bay.
Passed ahead to Pilgrim Edwards. Is this going to be an icing call? I don't need Shazam anymore up here in the broadcast booth, because with Raj's old radio hosting days, he's like, oh, that was a 1970s hit. I used to play that on the radio, and I don't even need Shazam. I should just delete it now. He knows every song that comes on.
But I got to be on. It's one of my hobbies that I've always been into radio and pop music, rock music.
It's a great hobby to have, for sure.
Well, I got lots of books and tons of CDs and albums and thousands of 45s in boxes, Seth.
It's Marek Danacek holding the line. Michaud with a hard blast from the point. That was a close one as Danacek cutting away. Gives it to Mathieu. Shoots it on net, and it was blocked by Michaud. The two Alexises almost connecting right there.
Yep.
Comes down for Gauguin with the shot. Couldn't get it through traffic as Drolet will flip this out. Kingsley Austin, another native of Pictou County.
Yes, he is.
Played for the Crushers during his minor hockey career, and the Pictou County Crushers won the 2023 Atlantics at the Paradise Double Ice Complex against the Eastern Knights. And two future first-round QMJHL draft picks played in that game. Damian Norris on the Knights and Ewan Sim on the Pictou County Crushers. And that was a great game of hockey. It ended 4-3. Pictou County went undefeated that season. Their U13 AAA team that year was really good. Here's Danacek. Looked to work it out to the point. He went for the lacrosse goal there earlier on in that attack. As Reynolds dumps this around, it's Keefe who backhands it out. Alicia gave that away up the middle. Dawson Sharkey couldn't get the puck in time as Danacek was nearly caught off sides. Deneau swings this around. Still no registered shots since the first time out of the second period of play. Lots of neutral zone play.
Well, it's tight. Nobody wants to make a mistake, obviously, and the Regiment don't want to give the Voltigeurs a 2-0 lead. As stingy as they've been, that might be too much. I mean, it may sound a bit far-fetched with 3:15 to go here in the second, but man, it's a tight playoff-like game, and you got to create your chances.
Well, here's Justin LaRose, full of energy, getting it in front for Belanger. Just wasn't on his forehand as the Voltigeurs take this up the other side. We mentioned it at the end of the first period. The next goal in this game, if there is going to be one, is a huge one.
It is. Exactly. That's what I was alluding to. You get one, you're even. If you're down two, you're fighting, chasing the game. They wanted a penalty call there, and they may have hit a point. Looked like a trip, but nevertheless, play continues.
Reynolds moves it to Belanger. Sharkey gets caught off sides. 2:31 to go in the second.
Too bad. Well, the boys need to play as a team, keep your structure going. You got 4 good lines. You can all score, you can all play defense. Feel good about yourselves. Right now, in the second period set, the Newfoundland, in my estimation, has been the more aggressive hockey team, and they're moving their feet, chasing down loose pucks and winning those battles here in the second, and that's exactly what they've got to do if they want to win this game and this series. Stay the course. Dump and chase. Get your licks in. Stay out of the box. Done a pretty good job of that so far.
Swung around Mathieu. The Regiment looked for a legal stick right there as Tassé didn't know he broke his stick. He was carrying it there for a little bit. It's Arsenault trying to keep it in. Mathieu gloved it down. It was given away to Beauson, who will flip this in. Sneaks around, puts it to the front of the net, lost to Arsenault. Moved up to Maddox Marmelac. Marmelac swings this right around the boards to Liam Arsenault. Got away from him as Noah Laberge drops it back. Palat. Laberge. Moving on in down the left. Laberge firing around the boards for Marmelac. Back down to Arsenault. Now Laberge gave that away. Campbell with a flip, tried to get it to Dufour. Drops it back to Dufour. Putting it in and jumping high in the sky was Boudreau to glove that down. Tied up by Danicek. It comes in front, and Dufour couldn't get the shot off. As Laberge will win it back for the regiment. Gauguin trying to kick it loose. Laberge stepping up. He'll throw it over to Danicek. Marek Danicek, beauty move, fires, and a stop by Laris. The first shot on goal in 10 minutes.
Well, you're sharp as a knife. I was going to say attack, but a knife's a lot sharper. Good job, Seth. 17:50. To tell you what, Laris looks good between the pipes, though, for Drummondville.
Yeah.
He looks so calm and collected, like nothing phases him at all.
And he's not a very tall netminder either.
He's not compared to Louis Antoine. He's small, but he's still a good size. It's just that Louis Antoine Deneau is 6'8".
Yeah, well, now looking at his sheet, he is 6'3", but when you have Antoine Deneau at the other side, it's not a fair comparison. Here's Sharkey. Puts us on, deflected by LaRose. He's jamming away at it. As it comes out to Poulain, he gets it moving to Alicia. Now it's Levesque. Coming in, throwing it across to Poulain. Ronson got caught nearly in the trolley tracks right there.
Let's get a late one here and go to the dressing room on even terms. Here we go.
Now it's LaRose. Moving it over to Sharkey. Got away from him. Here's Poulain. To Alicia with a shot blocked. Belanger.
Here we go.
Getting the puck. Now Justin LaRose snowshoeing up ice. LaRose flipping it over. Dawson Sharkey threw it back to the front of the net. Belanger wasn't home as it's Alicia. 5 seconds. Can he beat the buzzer? Alicia coming in. Levesque across, scores! 0.4 seconds left. It's Poulain with the buzzer-beating goal, his second of the game. And that's a big goal for Drummondville there, Raj. A mood killer for the regiment.
Yeah, I hate to say it, Seth, but you could almost see it coming, unfortunately. Nobody picking up number 16, Renaud Poulain, and he's got 21, 2 in this game, and a big, big goal for the visitors here. In particular, thanks to the outstanding net mining of Jan Laris, in particular here in the second period. Yep, that's a backbreaker. 0.4 seconds remaining, and a 2-0 lead going to the dressing room is huge for the Voltigeurs.
Yeah, and if you're the regiment, you ideally want to be going into the third period down by 1. And to let in a second just before the period is over, it's a tough one for them.
It is.
But still 20 minutes to go.
Oh, yeah, and they played a really good second period. The only let-up was got a little bit too cute there in the last minute and a half, trying to make things look spectacular instead of just keeping it simplistic. But, hey, full marks to the opportunistic Drummondville Voltigeurs. They're not in first place in the Western Conference for nothing. They're a well-rounded hockey club, and they got a timely goal, a big one, in the final second of the second period for a 2-0 lead through 40 minutes.
Well, Regiment fans, you want wild and crazy, we'll give you wild and crazy. We call it Mattress Mayhem for a reason. We have Will and Liam holding air mattresses down at the end the Zamboni entrance. Then you must slide your mattress to the first blue line, then assemble your Tetris pieces. The first to assemble their Tetris pieces all, or if the opponent gets knocked over, they can proceed to the next part of the contest. And that means you must slide your mattress from the blue line to the face-off marks, throw a football into an ice cream bucket. So we'll start here, assemble, mattress on, football into the bucket. Will and Liam, are you ready? Here we go. On your mark, get set, go. There they go, sliding the mattress in the best they can. Yeah, pick it up, slide again. Keep sliding, keep sliding. All right, you're there. So you are now ready to assemble your Tetris pieces. Buddy Jr. is there to help. Will's the one with the spider on his jeans. Liam is the one without the spider on his jeans. There you go. Keep assembling. Lots of picking. Gotta make it quick. You gotta do it fast. Just go, go, go. That air mattress is in position, ready for you to launch. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's it. That's it. Keep it going. Uh-oh. Gonna topple. Gonna topple on one side. Ah. You're almost there. You're almost ready to run. Not finished yet. Keep on going. Looks like it's leaning towards Will's side, and it's down. It's down. So, Buddy Jr.'s repping this. Slide, boys, slide. It's not your first time on an air mattress. Let's go. Get to that football. The crowd is watching. We'll cheer if you get it in one throw. Not quite. The Denver Broncos are going to be looking for you. That goes in! Ladies and gentlemen, Mattress Mayhem won tonight by Will. Oh, wait, no, he has to go back down, doesn't he? Come on, man. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. It's going to be a bit. Well, wait a minute here. Wait a minute. I reasonably believe Liam may have paid off the puffin. It's still going to be a close one. It's still going to... It's a tough one to call. Buddy Jr. asking the judges, is it Will or Liam? We seem to believe it may be Liam. Congratulations. Give it up for Will and Liam for Mattress Mayhem. Kids, do not play this at home. Trust me on that. And Buddy Jr. just fumbled the football.
Good Life was built to empower and change Canadian lives. From supersets to hot yoga, this is where we thrive. Born here, built here. This is Canada's gym. Fans, digital province-wide Regiment 50/50 is now live at regiment5050.com. Jackpots have reached over $40,000 this season, and now's your chance to get in on the pot anywhere across Newfoundland and Labrador. Grab your tickets now at regiment5050.com.
In Newfoundland, hockey's more than a game. It's a community. And when it comes to community, Eastlink shows up. We're proud to back the regiment. We're proud to be your local mobile provider. Visit us at the Avalon Mall.
The QMJHL hits harder on FloHockey. Every game, every goal, every hit, all season long. FloHockey gives you access to the most live hockey anywhere. Watch your team, follow top prospects, and stay on top of all the action on the ice. Subscribe now to stream it all live on FloHockey. perfect setting for businesses looking to entertain clients, reward employees, and connect with partners in a fun environment. We're looking for groups of 4 to 12 people interested in rentals for the remainder of the 2025-26 season. Contact corporate at nlregiment.com to secure your club level seats today.
What makes a place beautiful? Our newest community, Kinsale Place, is located in the beautiful town of Logie Bay, Middle Cove, and Outer Cove. It's a place to grow up and a place to retire. Just minutes from St. John's, get a world away.
Regiment Rewards, powered by Fan Saves, is live now. Check out exciting promotions, discounts, and offers for our biggest supporters. Start saving today at nlregiment.com. Mary Brown's Watch and Win. When the regiment win at home, scan the code that will appear on the video board to claim 500 loyalty points on the Mary Brown's app. Be loud and cheer on your regiment to win.
Achieving the right image for your team should be simple. From tough workwear, PPE, corporate wear, to promotional products, you'll know exactly what you're getting. And when it comes time to put your logo on it, we got you covered. 37 Remington's Boulevard in Paradise.
Represent your regiment at the game and around town. Pick up the latest regiment merch at the store outside Section 101 or online anytime at nlregiment.shop.
Sitting isn't always peaceful. At Tommy Guns, we make sure it is. Find your peace at Tommy Guns.
Hey, Atlanta hockey teams, TL wants you. Enter the Kia Path to the Pro contest for a chance to practice gloves. Tell us why your team's the one. We're ready to play.
Movement that inspires.
Fans, check out these upcoming events at Mary Brown Center, including Trooper and Kim Mitchell, the FMX World Tour, Celtic Woman, 3 Days Grace, the Australian Pink Floyd Show, Shenandoah, and more. Tickets are available at the box office and online at mdcenter.ca. Secure yours today. Fans, your local Mr. Lou Plus Tires has an offer you can't miss. This winter, when you get your tires or oil serviced, you'll get a free ticket to see the Newfoundland Regiment. This deal is only on for January and February, so drive into Mr. Lou Plus Tires today.
Please welcome back to the ice your Newfoundland Regiment.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the third and final period of play from the Mary Brown Center. My name is Seth Hyde alongside Brian Rogers. It was a goal with 0.4 seconds left in the second period. That will probably be the icing on the cake based on how the first two periods went for the Newfoundland Regiment. It was a second goal from Renaud Poulin. And again, 0.4 left in the second. That was a gut punch for the Regiment, but 20 long, hard minutes left to go. Still time for them to pull off a comeback in this third period of play. They just got to get one past Laris, and who knows what can happen. Well, the faceoff is won by the Voltigeurs all the way back into their own end, but it's given away right away. It's Marek Danacek out to Emil Perron, and it'll get away from Perron and go all the way down the ice. The Regiment almost had an early goal to start off the third.
That's what they need.
Now Michaud dumping this in, going hard after it. Looking like they got a lot of energy to start off this third period of play. They haven't got shut out at home yet this season, and they don't want to start that trend here tonight as Perron floats one on net. Laris will make the save.
Well, the Regiment need to find a way to get into Jan Laris' face. He has not really been called upon to make any scintillating saves. He's had a bit of puck luck. He's made the easy stop, but I mean, boys need to really buckle down here in this period. Fire everything they can at him.
Poulin on hat-trick watch for the Voltigeurs, as this will squeeze out of the zone. Levesque to Baudry. Back to Poulin. A beauty move from him, but LaRose is going to take over. Tried to backhand it out. Now Noah Laberge. Got the puck under his skate as he tries to kick it loose. Belanger to LaRose. Justin LaRose taking it down the side. He got his stick slashed right out of his hand, and you got to be careful not to take a retaliation penalty there. Here's Mathieu. Getting the puck at his own blue line now, circling back into his own end. He gives it to Noah Laberge. Laberge gets going. Over to Arsenault. Dumping this in deep and right around the wall. Marmalak to Dominic Palat, digging in, throwing it back in front for Arsenault. Couldn't get a swipe on that one. Now Palat looked to turn and shoot. It was poke checked into the zone, but now it comes out, and a chance for Fogarty. Will Reynolds passing that off. Sent around the boards, heads down low. Norman lifting the stick. Maddox Marmalak up to Arsenault. He got caught on his feet, but he keeps moving with the puck as he'll swing it down low for Marmalak. Comes to Fogarty. Oh, beautiful move around Arsenault. Fogarty at the blue line, shoots on net, and Deneau will make the stop.
Well, the boys got to get back to playing the game they've been playing for the last 10 games. They're 8-2. They use each other, and they don't try to get individualistic, trying to take the team and put it on their shoulders. That's not going to work against most teams, in particular a first-place club like Drummondville. They're keeping their structure intact here. They're sitting back and waiting to break up any voyages into their zone. The best way for the regiment is to dump and win those battles, is to get it in and get on it immediately. If not, if they try to carry it in, they're not going to get through.
Here's Emil Perron. Gets away and drops it back to Austin. Up ice for Ben Vitch. Now Pilgrim Edwards. Flipping this puck into the corner. Dwyer trying to lift the stick. Up the other way comes Kovalchik. At the red line. A hard dump in there into the zone as Vitch gets hit up against the boards. Dwyer coming in to lay the body as well. Here's Deneau. Back for Vitch. Leaving it behind. Gauguin will get the clearance, and now hot on the puck is Ben Vitch. He's got speed. Vitch went for the toe drag, couldn't get around the defense. Rosson getting the puck. Pilgrim Edwards trying to dig it loose. Now it comes out to LaBerge. Emil Perron fan on the slap shot. Moved out to the point to Perron. He puts it on net. Danacek, what a save by Laris.
That's his best save of the hockey game right there. That could have been a massive goal for Newfoundland.
It's Michaud getting stripped of the puck. Comes out to Gauguin, tries to lift the stick. Now Perron to Michaud. Here comes Danacek. Up the other way. All down as Belanger goes on the forecheck. Arid pass. Michaud picks it up. It's Belanger and Danacek. Shot goes wide of the net again. Oh, another great look from Danacek. He's another one that's been snake bitten tonight. Him and Dawson Sharkey have had so many great looks in this hockey game. Now Michaud throws it back in front for Mathieu. And the two former Drakkar teammates almost linking up there. Now up the other way is stopped by Deneau. Mathieu laying the body. Beautiful play by him. It's the captain, Justin LaRose. LaRose backhands it on net. Deflected just wide. Sharkey. Belanger. Trying to get the puck. Laris is going to cover it up with 15:10 to go in the third.
Like, this line is always so good when they use each other and everybody's tic-tac-toeing. It's kind of fading away from that. They got to stick together and use each other. One guy's not going to win the hockey game by himself. Well, we've seen it happen before. Maybe in the NHL. At this level, I don't think so.
It's Rotundi. Playing it all the way down the ice. Oh, given away in front of the goal. Lafond, a pass across, scores. It's Bork into the back of the net for a third. And a second goal off the counterattack for Drummondville. That's been the story of the game tonight.
Yep. It's a huge hole now for the Newfoundland Regiment. At 5:02, they trail 3-0. All even strength tallies for this Voltigeur team.
Now, are the officials discussing something here at center? I don't know if they're going to have a look. No, it doesn't look like it.
Let's play hockey. Drop the puck. Unless they thought the play was offside, but probably too late now. I don't know. It's never good to assume. So 3-0, and now, if you thought it was quiet a while back, it's probably going to be a little bit quieter here on in. Hopefully that's not the case. We still got Section 108, as you said.
That's right. They'll keep going until the final buzzer. It's dropped in for Norman. It got away. Snuck back out in front, broken up by Gauguin. Regiment will get the clear as it's moved over to Beaudry. Lost it, Gauguin, deflected up and out of play. The attendance for tonight's game, 4,101 on a Thursday night.
Well, 4,100 on a Thursday night's pretty good. It's too bad in that the Regiment played, I thought, a solid second period for 19 and a half minutes. And then got a little cute in their own end, and it cost them dearly. Here's a chance.
It's Liam Arsenault. Quick shot on net. A stop by Laris. Tied up. Comes loose for Palat. To Arsenault. Now Perron. Twisting away. Emile Perron coming in himself, and he's denied by Laris.
Nice try.
And the Voltigeurs will put that out of play. So Bork with the goal there. Lafond getting the assist on that one.
Number 12 for Bork.
Fogarty also picking up an assist on that one, which will probably be the icing on the cake of a win here for the Voltigeurs. But again, still time left, but the Regiment got to score sooner rather than later here.
Well, they got lots of time. We've seen it. I mean, this is an explosive team, too, when they want to be.
And just got to start with one past the red-hot goaltender, Jan Laris. The Voltigeurs' counterattack has been the story so far this game. They only have 19 shots, but I would say 13 of those have come off a counterattack. They don't really have the Regiment hemmed in their own end very much. They're just explosive.
They are quick moving, and lots of guys that are gifted that can put the puck in the net. And in Louis' defense, he has had no chance on any of the 3 goals. Kind of left out, hung out to dry. Nobody coming back to pick up the trailer. And then a dish and a wide open yawning cage, and that's been the case here all game long. It happened for Renaud Poulin on his second one at 19:59, the real back-breaking goal. It made it 2-0 with less than a second remaining, 0.4 seconds remaining in the second. That was a killer, to say the least. And had the Regiment just maintained their poise with the puck in their Drummondville zone like they had done for pretty much all the second period, the score right now would only be 2-0. Then it would have been 1-0 after 40 minutes. Anyways, they're minor things. I mean, it's still relatively close at 3, but you got to, like Seth said, start with 1 and go from there. But I don't think you've got to earn those goals and such. Work your butt off to earn them. So that's what they're going to have to do for the next 13-32. Be the better team, and they better start by winning a face-off, getting that puck, and getting it on top of it, and winning the battle. Because if you don't, these guys are going to be slicker than whale poop on an ice floe, and they're going to put the puck in the net again.
Pilgrim Edwards, almost got the touchdown pass for Danicek. That was a set play. Dwyer went right to the bench, and Danicek waited a second to hop out on the ice so the defense would lose him there. Bit of trickery from the Regiment as Pilgrim Edwards will keep it in as he dumps it down low. Vitch trying to get it back for the Regiment. Here comes Alicia up the other way.
Great pass.
Wide pass for Keith Levesque, and a backhander just wide of the goal. Another counterattack look.
Beautiful entry, though, Seth. They do it so cleanly.
And a really good hockey team in that sense, and they're going to get another opportunity here on the counter. Alicia Levesque. Alicia is still with him. Levesque stops. Trailer. Poulin. Hat-trick. Poulin. His 3rd goal of the hockey game. And that was a beautiful play by them. Another counterattack goal from the Voltigeurs.
Yep, that's exactly what I was just talking about. And they come down and play it to perfection. Now they've got the regiment exactly where they want them, running around and losing their structure. 4-0. Well, I'm sure the message would be from Gord and his staff is, okay, let's win the last 12 minutes and 38 seconds here.
It's Beaudry. It's up and into the crowd. A puck out of play.
Beautiful passing, though. Just no panic. Just taking it easy and making sure that 6'10" or 6'8" in civvies, 6'10" on his skates, Louis-Antoine Deneau has no opportunity to make the save because there's just such a yawning cage there because of the passing. That was beautifully done. You have to give credit where credit is due. But when you look at it at the end of it, 4 goals and 21 shots, that could be, you know, room for a pull with some coaches, but he knows that his goaltender has had no opportunity to make those saves. And now getting frustrated, and he keep your stick to himself now. You draw a minor penalty here. So frustration setting in.
Yeah, the regiment not getting one here in this game and having so many opportunities. You can tell it's starting to get to them.
But you got to keep moving. Like I said, you know, like play with pride. You're a good team, but you're getting schooled here a little bit because when you stop moving your feet and you don't play as a team, that's when the other teams take advantage of it. They can smell it. It's like blood in the water for a shark.
Belanger around for Quinn Norman. Throws this up. It's given away for Dumont.
Well, it's a neutral zone trap that if you're not moving your feet, you're not getting through.
It's LaRose moving with the puck again. He gives it to Sharkey. Fires and a stop by Laris. 23 saves for him on the night.
Like there's no traffic in front of him, so he's seeing everything. And it looks like Sharkey's taking a roughing penalty in behind the play, and that gives the Voltigeurs another opportunity. So it's almost like mailing it in. So here's the second power play for the Voltigeurs.
Well, we know the regiment like to score shorthanded, so maybe, just maybe, they might get one here on the penalty kill, as Arsenault will just get enough on that one to clear it. Beaudry moves it over as it's passed along the outside. Reynolds getting a big stick in the way right there. Coming back, Perron pokes it loose. Gauguin will collect. Flips it up to Arsenault. Moving on in. Now it's Will Reynolds nearly collecting the puck, and he was almost all alone in front of the net. Now Lafond out to the point to Beaudry. Moving it across. Poulin is out high. Levesque stepping, giving it down low. Look to pass it between his legs. Levesque will collect again. Back down low. Thrown over to Poulin as he bangs away at that puck. And it'll be covered up by Deneau. Pushing and shoving in front of the net as the net almost tips over on Deneau right there.
54 seconds left in Sharky's roughing minor. Second power play for the Drummondville Voltigeurs, leading 4-0 here with 10.5 to go in the third period.
Kovalchuk has got the puck. Waiting, moving it over to Tassé. Put it on net. LaBerge got in the way of that one. Bourque moves it over to Kovalchuk. Blocked. Regiment trying to clear. Oh my goodness, what a hit by Alexis Mathieu. He's going to clear the puck and get it down the ice as him and Keefe tied up. Ryan Dwyer coming back. A bit of a scramble there. Dwyer's going to throw his gloves off. Mathieu lays the body, and now we've got a fight. Dwyer and Keefe are going to drop him right by the boards. Dwyer coming across with a couple of hard punches. Keefe holding his ground. Dwyer trying everything he can. They're tied up against the glass. Dwyer now breaking free, getting a couple good punches in. He's brought down by Keefe and pinned underneath the pile. A wild sequence right there. And what a tilt by both of those guys. Ryan Dwyer at least getting the crowd back into the game here. Playing like his father used to back in the day.
Good job, Ryan Dwyer, number 40. Showing some life, some energy. With exactly 10 minutes left in the hockey game. If that doesn't get you riled up to win the next 10 minutes, nothing will. Show us what you're made of. Not saying you have to come back and score 5 goals. That would be beautiful. But play hard here the rest of the way.
That was a wild sequence. They both dropped the gloves, and Mathieu laid him out, and then he leaps back up and takes the fight.
Interesting to see how this plays out here.
I think, well, Reynolds is heading to the box. Oh no, it's Alexis Mathieu who's going. So 5-on-3 for the Voltigeurs.
Well, this is only for 15 seconds, but still. Trying to figure out how, with everything that we just witnessed there, Reynolds was the only one that got pulled out of all that, outside of the combatants.
Face off, one out to the point to Kovalchuk. He'll get the puck back once again. Kovalchuk, Levesque, Kovalchuk, Baudry, Levesque, across, stopped by Deneau. Another successful kill by the regiment. But they still have one more to go.
Yeah, that's, you're right, Seth. Alexis Mathieu got the interference penalty. And 20 seconds has dissipated in his minor. It's a third power play for Drummondville. 0 for 2, as are the regiment, trailing 4-0, with 9:40 remaining in regulation time.
Pilgrim Edwards is going to send this puck right down the ice. And we might not be done here. There's a couple of scrambles down there in the corner. They still got another game in this series left. Don't want everybody to get suspended from a fight here. An arid pass leads to an offsides as Sharkey brought down Levesque there.
Dawson, we need you to score some goals, bud. I mean, I know you're emotional, and this isn't very much fun trailing 4-0 in a game that you guys benchmark as the measuring stick. See what plight you're on, or path you're on. But we need Dawson Sharkey to score. We don't need him in the penalty box. Oh, I love a player that plays like Sharkey, that's got emotion, and sometimes he needs to rein it in a little bit, but it's my type of player. Feisty, but you got to use your head too. You got to pick your spots. I'm sure he's done that over his career. And this isn't a negative connotation at all, but he is better served when he's out there playing like he can. Why the Dallas Stars made him a draft pick. Shots are 23 apiece now as this Drummondville power play continues for another minute, 19 seconds. Hopefully it goes all the way.
And if I were to speculate what that conversation was with the official to head coach and general manager Gordie Dwyer of the Newfoundland Regiment and Sylvain Favreau of the Voltigeurs, they're saying, cut it out. Like, they're going to start taking players to the box, and that's what they're going to do right here. Is Reynolds and Fogarty are going to go, and I think they're going to be gone for this game. I think because there's been a lot of my goodness, I can't speak anymore. There's been a lot of scrums in this game, and the officials, I think, are just saying, whatever happens now, you're gone. And that's exactly what it's going to be, is Fogarty and Reynolds leaving the game.
Well, Reynolds got a stick in the face. I mean, it's not going to change the score, but he did get a stick in the face, and that's why he got frustrated, and he whacked. Now we're going to get a call here.
LaRose flips this one in. 4-on-4 hockey coming up.
I suppose it's going to take about 40 minutes now to finish the rest of this. 9:09 to go. And a hook.
Face-off is one back to Matteo Rotundi. Moves it forward to Tassé. Dropping it off now. It's Tassé who gets it once again. Tassé backhands it on. Deneau. Poke that away. Left behind for Ronson. Now down low. Gauguin's going to pick up the puck. Tyson Gauguin with it behind his own goal. Deneau getting in the way of Bourque right there, as it's Perron coming in, winding his way in. Emile Perron holding onto the puck, trying to get through. Now Gauguin. Tyson Gauguin to the front for LaRose, and it got away from him as it's backhanded out. The two number 91s going at it there in the corner as Bourque and Norman jostling for the puck. LaRose is going to pick it up in a power play coming up for the regiment. It'll only be 51 seconds as Noah Laberge is going to take it back in. He gets moving. Nice edge work by Noah Laberge as it comes out to Marek Danicek. Now LaRose. Dawson Sharkey. Danicek wiring or trying to wire one on net. Couldn't get the shot off. Laberge is going to take it. 7:30 to go. LaRose tried to pass it ahead again, and he got it stripped away from him.
He's had a tough night against his former team.
Here's Sharkey. He gets going again. Crosses the red line, and once again it's coughed up. Because they're
not playing as a team. They're all trying to be an individualistic star, and it's not going to work.
Danicek puts this one high and in. Laris gets it moving. Sharkey looking to keep the puck in as the first power play unit still out there, but Kingsley Austin and Alexis Mathieu come out onto the ice as Mathieu cuts away. Gives it to Benvich. Starts to move up the other way. Marmalak going right to the net. A nice pass by Vitch. Just a stride ahead of Marmalak, and here they come. Alicia to Boudreau.
It's your stick.
Now it's Marmalak and Mathieu, as well as Michaud and Vitch. Marmalak tried to drop it back to Vitch. It gets away in another counterattack for the Voltigeurs. Something that's definitely going to be a big topic in the dressing room and in the morning skate tomorrow for the regiment, as those counterattacks, getting stripped of the puck, and the odd man rushes up the other way have been the real killer, as Vitch lays a hit in the corner. Kovalchik to Poulin. Poulin and Laris, the two front runners for first star in this game here tonight.
Yep.
Say it'll probably go to Poulin for 3 goals.
Well, guaranteed, I would think so. You never know, though, Seth. The big thing for the regiment is at least try to score one, or at least play hard here. You just had a power play. You did absolutely nothing on it, because guys are trying to do everything by themselves, and that doesn't work. Figure it out. Anyways, you know the beauty is tomorrow's a new day, and we get a crack at them again tomorrow night. And for the most part, a little puck luck in the second would have went a long way in getting them closer to this Drummondville Hockey Club. But the goal with 0.4 seconds remaining after playing a real solid, well-structured second period, but this letting up in the last 30 seconds, and it changed the entire complexion of the hockey game, and not in a good way.
Yeah, this is a game the regiment are just going to want to put behind them.
Yeah, that's it. Flush it.
Be a goldfish.
But obviously, you know, the attention to detail kind of wandered away, got away from them. But it's too bad, because it looked like it was intact. But they are young and impressionable, and they need to learn. That's all part of the growth in the great game. Not every night's going to be spectacular, that's for sure. You kind of get brought down to earth here a little bit. 7-game home ice winning streak, and precarious spot here, but who knows? Not over yet.
Well, there is a pass in front of nearly the shutout breaker for the regiment. Arsenault tried to move it back to the point. It goes down to Pilgrim Edwards. Just couldn't break through. Now it's Emile Perron. Back into the zone. A shot by Pilgrim Edwards. Didn't get through. It's going to be cleared to Perron. 5 minutes to go in the third. Quinn Norman takes it behind his own goal. He gets skating. Norman at the red line fires one in. Laris will glove it down. 4:49 to go in the third period. Of course, the regiment missing a forward and a defenseman now, as Reynolds is gone from the game. And Ryan Dwyer, of course, gone due to the fight. Kovalchik moving it over. Laberge to Mathieu. Up to Gauguin. A double hit by Mathieu right there. Wow,
that might
Mathieu.
be the highlight of the regiment night, that and Ryan Dwyer's fight.
Yeah, taking out 2 Voltigeurs at once. Up to Gauguin. Flips it in. Kovalchik getting trapped by LaRose. Tries to bring it in. Lafond back over. Oh, beautiful pass. A shot. The rebound was there. Dealt with for now by the regiment as Merrick Danicek takes flight. Gauguin and LaRose with him. Knocked away. Delayed offsides against Newfoundland as Lafond takes it back up the other way. Holding, sliding it through. On net in front. Deneau having to make a couple of tough saves. And how on earth did that stay out?
Louis Size right there.
I think we got a penalty coming up here against the Regiment, if I'm correct. Or maybe it's against Drummondville. Yeah, I think it's
28. Drummondville.
Yeah, no, it's against Drummondville.
Well, this will be power play number 4. Over 3, and there's one save with his shoulder.
Oh,
he
there's
threw
the cross check right there against Tyson Gauguin. Right there.
Let's get one. Get one. Break the shutout.
Swung right around the boards. LaRose is going to keep the puck in. He worked it over to LaBerge. Now LaBerge in his own end at the red line for LaRose, who batted it down. Trying to get it in, and once again it's going to be cleared by the Voltigeurs. 3:20 to go in the third period. Now Danacek dancing in himself. And a 2-on-1 shorthanded. The Regiment have not allowed a shorthanded goal on home ice this season. And almost until just then, as this going to be kept out by Deneau just barely. Back to Danacek. 2:50 to go in the third. The boys can't quit now. Like you said, just get one here before this game is over.
Use each other too, you know, like pass the puck to each other.
Now it's LaBerge. Bringing it back in over to Justin LaRose. To Dominic Palat. Over to Marmelac, down to LaRose. It got redirected up. Works it back out high to Marmelac. LaRose again. Across the top. Marmelac with a shot fanned on. Good look by the captain. Down to Gauguin. Stepping in, he has it behind his own goal. He gives it to LaRose. Out to Marmelac. LaRose a shot just wide of the cage. Cleared again by the Voltigeurs. A couple good looks by the Regiment right there. A few positives on that attack. And now they look to do it again here on the power play, but it's going to be an icing call if Marmelac will get there. Nice hustle from him. Comes out to Palat, a bouncing puck, and now here they come. 3-on-2, Dufour jumping out of the box, going across the top, bobbles it, shoots it, just wide of the net. Deneau making the save. Norman going to push it into his pad for him to cover it up with 1:32 to go. Well, the Regiment back in action tomorrow, 7 o'clock local time, 6:30 in most parts of Atlantic Canada and Labrador. And that would be 5:30 in most parts of Quebec as well. This is dumped in for Perron. Up to Arsenault. Pilgrim Edwards taking over at the red line. Passed it to Mathieu. Pilgrim Edwards gets it back and shoots. Laris making the save. Between Pilgrim Edwards and Sharkey, it's going to be tough to pick a hardest working player here tonight. Those two have been awesome to watch in what has been a tough game for the Regiment. Now Arsenault stepping in from the corner, a shot blocked by Kovalchik. And a beautiful toe drag move from him. Up the other way they go. Boudreau crossing the blue line. Now Mathieu all the way around. Emile Perron tried to grab the puck as it's sent in. Mathieu flips this down. Arsenault tried to get there. Pilgrim Edwards looking for it. Kovalchik back over to Campbell. 20 seconds to play in the third period. Kingsley Austin to Michaud. One more attack here for the Regiment in this game as it's dumped in. Maddox Marmelac out to the point for Noah LaBerge with a hard, high, and heavy shot just wide of the net. Dominic Palat moves it over, and for the first time this season, the Newfoundland Regiment will be shut out on home soil as they fall 4-0 to the first place team in the Western Conference, the Drummondville Voltigeurs, snapping their 7-game home winning streak. And if you're the Newfoundland Regiment, just forget about this game because they're back in action tomorrow. As Fleetwood Mac would say, don't stop thinking about tomorrow, and let's hope tomorrow is a better day.
Yep. So for the Newfoundland Regiment, they have played 43 games. They're now at 24-17, 1-1 for 50 points. Last we saw the Cape Breton Eagles were beating Halifax at Centre 200 in Sydney. If that holds up, then the Cape Breton leapfrogs Newfoundland and will move into third place in the Eastern Conference. But as I said to Seth earlier, the beauty of hockey is tomorrow is a new day, and the regiment, if they want to make a statement against a very good hockey club, will have to do a lot better things in different, aspects of the hockey game. I thought that they were okay in the first. They started well. They had a really good second period, but they couldn't find the back of the net. After that, man, the third period was a bit of a washout. Had a couple power plays they couldn't take advantage of. And Seth, you were spot on with your synopsis on Drummondville. Those odd man rushes and just the way that they kind of dictated the play. They didn't have to do anything flashy. They just waited to take advantage of some regiment miscues, and unfortunately there was too many at the inopportune times, and that dictated how this game finished. 4-0. But a complete road victory for Drummondville, and they were clearly the better team here tonight.
Yeah, 100%, and those odd man rushes, something the regiment got to look out for tomorrow.
And the goals, and they were nice goals too, Seth. They were tic-tac-toe passing plays, and our goaltender, Louis-Antoine Deneau, he didn't have a chance on any of those opportunities because there was nobody there to help him. And the forwards for the Drummondville Voltigeurs had easy looks at wide open yawning cages, and they didn't miss. So that'll do it for this Thursday. We're back at it again tomorrow. So you get some studying in and then go and ace your exams next week, like I know you will. You'll do a great job on that.
Well, I sure hope you're
let's
right.
flush this one, shall we?
Yeah, we're going to forget about this one, and we're going to see you guys tomorrow night, a new day on a Friday.
That's right.
Make sure to be kind to one another, stay safe, and we'll see you then. Seth Hyde and Brian Rogers signing out for the night.
Night.